Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another Listen to the Missus podcast. I'm Art Lewis.
I'm Ann Williams.
And we're coming to you from the studios of WSGW Radio in Saginaw, Michigan, where Listen to the Missus was a call-in radio show for 62 years, and we've now turned it into this podcast, and happy to do it. A lot of things to talk about today that have to do with holidays and packaging of food and some good recipes. So why don't we get started with Halloween knocking at the door?
Yeah. Well, Halloween, it starts all the holidays of fall and winter. And I have some information from this website called topcashback.com. It's a cashback website. There's a lot of those around, by the way.
Yeah.
But they have some interesting statistics about Halloween. They did a survey of somewhere around 3,000 people, 18 and over, about their Halloween spending habits. And the biggest expense that people, not surprisingly, have for Halloween is costumes. 38% of their expenses, 38% said they spend the most on costumes. 31% said they spend the most money on sweets for trick-or-treating. And 21% said they spend the most on decorations. And 3 out of 4 people said they rewear costumes to save money every year. Either because they wanted to save money or just because they love the costume and they wanted to wear it again. So they save them and wear them year to year. Why not? That's one way to save money.
I have to interject here. I got a feeling that it's the men that said they'll rewear the costume. I don't think women like to rewear things.
Some statistics I've read say that Halloween is the holiday where people spend the most money after Christmas. That Halloween is just becoming more and more popular every year. And you have these independent stores that pop up just for the season.
And they're huge.
Yeah. And it's not just kids who celebrate it, it's adults, too, enjoy dressing up and so forth.
I can remember as a kid trick-or-treating, and I don't remember costumes too much. I don't think we wore too many costumes. But I remember trick-or-treating, but I never thought of Halloween as that huge, big holiday like it's become. And you're right about the big box stores that pop up with, hundreds and hundreds of items.
Yeah.
Somebody must be buying them.
Yeah. But 66% of the people surveyed said they spent $50 or less on a costume. 27% spent $51 to $100 on a costume. And this is the one that caught my eye, though, when I saw this article. 78% of parents admit they steal candy from their kids' Halloween haul. 28% eat more candy than their kids. And
I believe that.
So on average, they asked the question, on average, how much of your child's candy haul do you keep for yourself? 10% said, 58% of the people said they keep about 10, they eat about 10% of it. 24% said they eat a quarter of it. And 12% said they eat half of it.
Ooh, gluttons.
Some parents, hide it because they don't want their kids to eat all that sugar, or they dole it out and don't just let them have at it.
You can't have this, kids. Now go away.
Yeah.
And I'll eat it all.
So they also surveyed people about the favorite Halloween candy, and they asked them about Reese's, Kit Kats, Milky Way, Three Musketeers, and candy corn. What do you think number 1 was?
Candy corn.
It was Reese's.
Really?
62%.
Reese's is everybody's favorite, it seems.
Yep. Next was Kit Kats, and that was in the order that I read them. Kit Kats, then Milky Way, then Three Musketeers, then candy corn.
So I was a loser. I'm sorry.
But it's kind of fun.
It is kind of fun. Well, I got another holiday thing here. But we're looking ahead now to Thanksgiving because our friends at Pillsbury are coming out with turkey cookies. Have you ever done their place and bake cookies?
Yeah.
You put them on a sheet, you put them in for 10 or 12 minutes, and they're done.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they are going to come out with turkeys. It's a limited seasonal item, but it's a turkey-shaped cookie, and it's brown and orange in color. They've been spotted at Meijer, and they are available, and they make these cute little turkey cookies.
Oh, that's fun.
Place them and
or
bake
like
them.
a sugar cookie?
I'm assuming it's like a sugar cookie,
Just-
because that's what their place and bakes mostly are, aren't
Right.
they? And they're in a package that has the Pillsbury Doughboy on it and the big word turkey right in front of him. So if you're interested in a quick-to-do Thanksgiving treat, There you go. Place and bake cookies. No muss, no fuss. Open the container. They're evenly portioned. You lay them out on the tray in 10
Well,
to 12
I tell
minutes.
you, if you're, in the mood for, just a quick sweet, you can't really beat those.
No, you can't.
Especially those place and bake ones, because you can sometimes we buy them just because we want like a hot baked cookie and we don't want to go to
Mm-hmm.
the trouble. And you can only bake like a half dozen at a time. You don't have to bake them all at once.
right. That's
that
right.
way you won't eat them all at once. So
Well, that
just
we
bake
might
a
do,
few.
but
I go back and eat the dough. Some
I-
people will do that.
Ooh.
I actually sell it now for you to eat.
Well,
So
yeah,
it's
but
safe
that's-
without the eggs in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
you can
that's a
buy
safe
tubs
dough.
of it now to eat.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So what else you have on your list?
Well, I have a couple products or food items that one is a restaurant and one's just a product. But the first one is Pizza Hut. They're always kind of experimenting with new
Oh, yeah.
pizza things on their menu. Well, they've got this thing. It's a partnership with Cheez-Its. And this thing is called a Pizza Hut stuffed Cheez-It pizza. And what it is it is 4 crispy squares that look like a Cheez-It kind of, stuffed with either just cheese or pepperoni and cheese. And it's served with a side of marinara sauce. So that doesn't sound too bad to me. I might try it. Because I like Cheez-Its. I like pizza. It's kind of like a turnover,
Yeah,
The Cheez-It
yeah.
turns into a turnover.
One of our favorite foods, if I said to you, what's one of the favorite foods in the country? Basic, good, favorite food, everybody loves it.
What is it?
Bacon.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Everybody
Everybody likes bacon.
Most people, except for vegetarians. They probably still like it. They just don't eat it.
Then explain to me why the price is high, because as of the end of September 30th, there were 40 million pounds, that's 18 metric tons, of pork bellies, that's used for making bacon, were sitting in refrigerated warehouses as of the end of September. That is the most for that month since 1971. If we're eating that much bacon, why is there so much in there? Well, part of it is there apparently was a buildup of the American pork herd. Pork output surged over the summer months through September, and the bellies seemed a magnified inventory increase because demand, mostly domestic, was reducing the demand. It wasn't using it as fast as they were producing it.
So does that mean the price is going down?
Well, that's my question. I haven't seen that, but that was my question. Because if there was that much in reserves, you would think the price would modify. But you never know.
I had one more here. Tic Tac, they have several different flavors of,
Yeah.
of the little mint bowl. They're coming out with a cola flavored
Cola?
Tic Tac, which to me that defeats the purpose of a Tic Tac to freshen your breath. I don't think a Coca-Cola flavor is what you really want, but it's gonna have the Coca-Cola logo on it, and each mint also has the Coca-Cola logo. But it's a limited edition, so they're not going to be there forever, just for the few months they're going to be out. So I don't know. If you're crazy about Coca-Cola, you might like Coca-Cola Tic
why
Tacs.
not? There's another new product. This is a product returning that everybody is really happy that it's returning. I've had these, and I love these. Peppermint bark Oreos. They're coming back into the stores. I think they've been spotted in Walmart. I think somebody said. But anyway, mint and chocolate. I mean, how can you beat that? Particularly around the holidays. And stick it between a couple of chocolate cookies, call it an Oreo, and look out. It is so good. Target and Walmart is where they've been seen so far,
Okay.
but I'm sure they'll show up elsewhere if they're that popular.
Yeah, that's a popular flavor
Limited
combination.
edition. They won't stay forever, so stock up for the holidays and beyond. Peppermint bark Oreos. One other little note I have, I just wanted to bring this up just for a minute, but, we're all subject to marketing. And a lot of these companies, food companies, know how to get you. And there's a big push for healthy food today. So if you're a food company, you want your packaging to imply healthfulness. even though the product inside, maybe not so much, right? So the next time you grab a package in the grocery store, and you may think it's a healthy choice, here are some things to look out for.
Yeah.
All right? Thin, shapely containers. They leave you the impression that they might be healthy and, make you skinny. Not so. Images of fields, farms, grain, and produce on a package. They can reveal more about the manufacturer that they want you to associate than what really is in the package.
It gives you a wholesome
Yeah,
image.
exactly. Muted colors are also implications of healthy food inside, even though not necessarily true. Brown paper packaging in the same
with
vein.
string, sorry.
Yeah. Packaging materials considered to be eco-friendly, such as glass or brown cardboard or paper, lead us to believe the food is better inside. Nah, not so much. And the last one is transparency, designs that have become increasingly popular. Transparent material for all or part of the food package, a window into what's inside the container, and makes you believe that since they're showing it to you, maybe it's a little healthier,
Packaging
fresher.
is powerful.
It is.
I tell you.
It's a college degree.
Yeah, it is.
know?
They have a major in it at Michigan State.
Yep, absolutely.
But yeah, it's. I know my daughter is very susceptible to packaging. She'll buy things because she likes the package. But the bottom line probably is read the label.
Oh, absolutely.
Read the label to see what's really in there.
Absolutely. Some recipes.
Yeah, we have some recipes to share. This is going back to some of our classic recipes, back to our fourth cookbook, which was came out, I think, in the 80s. This one is called Bubble Up Pizza, and it's pretty easy. Uses those refrigerator biscuits. It's 3 cans of refrigerator biscuits, 1.5 cups of spaghetti sauce, 3 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese, a clove of garlic smashed and chopped fine, or you can use garlic powder to taste. And then you have some toppings that you put on, chopped onions, olives, cooked hamburger or sausage, pepperoni, mushrooms, or whatever you like on your pizza. So you cut the biscuits into quarters, okay? Then you're going to put them into a large bowl and add 1 cup of the sauce and 2 cups of the cheese. You add the garlic and mix in the toppings of your choice. And the whole mixture just gets put into a 9 by 13 inch pan that has been greased or sprayed. And you pour the rest of the sauce on top and then sprinkle with the rest of the cheese. You bake this at 375 for 30 minutes or till brown and bubbly. That's why they call it Bubble Up Pizza.
Bubbly.
Yeah. You had one, and then I have a dessert, too.
Okay, I've got, this came from a Taste of Home, outrageous chocolate chip cookies. 1/2 cup of butter softened, 1/2 cup of creamy peanut butter, 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/3 cup of packed brown sugar, a large egg, room temperature, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of quick cooking oats, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. That's about 6 ounces. In a bowl, cream the butter, the peanut butter, and the sugars. Beat in the egg and the vanilla. Combine the flour, oats, baking soda, and salt. Add that to the creamed mixture and mix well. Stir in the chocolate chips. Drop by rounded tablespoonsful onto an ungreased baking sheet. Bake them at 350, 10 to 12 minutes, or until lightly browned.
That'll sound good. Here's one more. This is again from Cookbook 4. It's called Pat's Fuzzy Navel Cake. It was real popular on our show, and it's kind of a special dessert. Would be good for any of the upcoming holidays. You want a yellow cake mix, a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, a large box of instant vanilla pudding mix, 4 eggs, 3/4 of a cup of peach schnapps, a 1/2 cup of orange juice, a 1/2 teaspoon of orange extract. And then for the topping, another 4 tablespoons of peach schnapps, a cup of powdered sugar sifted, and 2 tablespoons of orange juice. What you do is preheat the oven to 350. Take your dry cake mix and mix that with the oil, the vanilla pudding mix, the eggs, the schnapps, the orange juice, and the orange extract. till well blended. This mixture goes into a greased and lightly floured 9.5-inch bundt pan, and you bake it for 45 to 50 minutes or till the cake springs back when you touch it lightly. And then you make the topping. Mix the schnapps, the orange juice, the powdered sugar together, and then you're going to poke holes in the cake while it's still hot and still in the pan. You pour that topping mixture over the cake and let it cool for about 2 hours. Take it out of the pan and serve. Yummy, yummy.
Sounds good. That's going to do it for this edition of our Listen to the Missus podcast. Don't forget you can contact us at various email addresses.
Yeah, we have a Facebook page. You can message us there. Or I have an email address, and Art does too. And at WSGW.com is mine.
Art Lewis at WSGW.com is mine. All right, we'll look forward to talking to you.
Yeah.
See you the next time on our Listen to the Missus podcast.